All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Early Morning Crypto Talk. Bitcoin Brandon from Los Angeles, California. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you're listening in from. This morning, I made a decision. I like the topic for this morning. So I made this Inner Circle Crypto Talk open to the public for a one day only thing. I think that this is something that everybody needs to hear and watch out for, while we also stress the importance of crypto education. Some people have the foresight to know that if I'm getting into an industry that is brand new to me, that I don't know about, you know, just because you have money does not mean you're automatically have a doctorate in this field. If you have made a lot of money in being a lawyer, that doesn't mean that you could just tomorrow be a doctor. Doesn't mean that you can just be a geologist. You've got to go through training. I made a lot of money before I came into crypto. And when I came into crypto, I became a student of the game first. The goal, of course, was we wanted to make money. Everybody wants to make a lot of money. But I knew to be able to make money, I needed to learn about this first. I didn't want to do it. I didn't think I had the time to do it. But I have a college degree. I understand what it takes to gain that knowledge. And I knew that it would be worth it in the long run. Unfortunately, a lot of people get into crypto with the same goal as I did, wanting to make money, but they don't want to learn, or they don't think they need to learn, or they have a couple of great successes early on and think that, yeah, I really don't need to learn this. And it comes back to bite them big time later. So before we get into that, my name is Brandon Ivy, Bitcoin Brandon from Los Angeles, California. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule for being here. Go ahead and type your name in the chat box where you're listening in from. And as a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestion, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. And since this is a public crypto talk this morning, this is going to be different from Saturday. For those of you who are not in the inner circle, but you might, every Saturday plug in just to see what's kind of going on, you're going to see a little bit more this morning on what we cover, what we go over, because I'm actually going to show two of my portfolios that we've been working on as a group. I'll show you two of those and some of the moves we make, and maybe we might find a move today. I'm not going to do nothing crazy, but give you guys a sneak peek. So now I am streaming everywhere today. So you guys making comments all over the place, I may not be able to know who you are. You may show up as Facebook user. But I see Provis Lofties, Corpus Christi, Texas. Marnita Casa from Colorado. Make sure you're getting yourself better. Daryl Weston, good morning. Faye Harris from Temecula. Dorothy Mays from Tampa, Florida. Lisa Ragsdale from Maryland. Janelle from Colorado. Dane, crypto is risky, folks. Yeah, you know what? And everything is risky. Life is risky. That's why they want us to go to school, to prepare ourselves. Dave Winters from Washington State. Deborah from Colorado, Van Hairston from New Jersey, Gina from Philadelphia, Mike from Jersey, D. Caldwell from New Jersey. Whoa! What's up with Jersey? I mean, I turned on the news this morning and I see Dr. Oz shopping in a grocery store from Jersey, Philly. Oh, I don't know where he's from. All you guys popping in from Jersey? Patty from San Diego. Kenneth Strausser from Georgia. Facebook user, good morning. Steve Randall from Memphis, Tennessee. Jackie Brown Frick from North Carolina. Bonita Nunez from San Francisco. What's going on, Bonita? I haven't heard from you in a while. Chris Shield from Illinois. Trish Mitchell, good morning. Nicholas Baines, Finland in the house. Lori K. Bergen Lamar, Southern Illinois. Trish Mitchell, Atlanta. Stan Thompson, Sunny, Michigan. Jeremy Chamberlain, Savannah. So for those of you who are not in the inner circle, you're getting a treat today. You're going to see what the inner circle gets every day. And I strongly encourage you that you also don't want to miss this every day. You want to be a part of the inner circle. It's $29.97 a month. That is the cost of streaming videos. But HBO Max and Hulu, or Peacock and Paramount Plus, or Disney Plus and Netflix. Yeah, I got kids. I got all of them. I think I don't know. I might be spending more than 100 something bucks a month just for streaming. Okay, so let's take a quick look at what's going on in the crypto world. Let me share screen. What is on my other computer? Oh yeah, my son was in here. You guys got kids? There's some new dance moves that these kids are doing. Something that's called the gritty walk. The gritty. You guys know that one? And what's this other one he was looking at? Get sturdy. I saw him doing this. It looks get sturdy looks like the seawall in my generation. Screen doing this stuff. Okay, you're getting ready for school. You got goes back to school next week. So let's see. We've got the crypto market cap is at 1.1 trillion, down 2.1% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is at 38.4%. Ethereum is at 18.9%. And if you guys are doing comments while I'm speaking, I may not be able to see you. But my God, the only one on my other computer is I'm well, I can log in. Can't do that. But I'll wait. Okay. Thank you, Marnita. For those of you who actually want to be in our inner circle, and it definitely pays to be in it, ilcasecrets.com. Bitcoin is at 23,800, down 1.5% in the last 24 hours, but in the last hour, we've seen a little push. Parrish, you know what I'm talking about, huh? Those dances are a mess. These kids. Ethereum is up down 1.6% in the last 24 hours. Good morning, Anna Clark from Dominica. BNB is down 1.3%. Cardano is down 1%. Solana's down 2.5%. Whoa. Dogecoin is up 9.2%. Up 20% on the week. While the others kind of came down a bit, Doge, on the other hand, has been increasing. Polkadot's down 1.4%. Avalanche is down 1.5%. Shiba Inu was another one. So Shiba and Doge both had a good 7 days, up 20% and 29.1% respectively. Polygon is down 2.1%. Tron is up 1.7%. OKB is down 2.5%. Leo token is down 3.8%, but up 7.3% in the last week. OKB is up 15% in the last week. Okay, best performers. Dogecoin 9.2%. Filecoin. I need to look at my holding on this one. I've been waiting on this one. 3.9% up. Chili's 3.1%. Monero 2.9%. Gala is up a little bit, 2.2%. I think for Gala, anything below 10 cents is a good buy right now for long-term holding. EOS is up 1.8%. Tron is up 1.7%. All right, so now let's take a look at the worst performers. Celsius Network, down 22.3%. BitDAO is down 13.9%. Lido DAO is down 6.5%. Kava down 5.6%. CRV is down 3.2%. Okay. I don't know how I can still see you guys. Do this for a second. Do this to my other computer. There we go. Okay, so let's see. All right. Uniswap is down 3. Phantom is down 3. Dan, do you get sweat coins when you do the new dance? That which one is that? That get sturdy one? No, no, no. The gritty when it's like you're skipping. Yeah, as long as you're moving, you're gonna get sweat coins doing that. I ain't gonna lie, I was sea walking the other day and realizing that I'm getting older and out of shape. That's like a hell of a cardio, skipping all over the place. All right, Phantom is down, Graph is down, Maker, ApeCoin, Flow. This is one I've been waiting. I made a bad move on this move. The timing was off on when I made a move on Flow. All right, now for those of you who are not in the inner circle, what we do is one of the wallets that we have, we use crypto.com wallet. And the goal of this wallet, we started from zero and we were going to, uh, I did a live, wait, I got to go back to December where I said how $100 in crypto can change your life in the next 3 to 5 years. $100, 1,000, 10,000. I did those lives 7, 8 months ago. So when we created this wallet, I wanted to use this as a experiment. How we went from zero and without dropping bags on this. I mean, dollar cost averaging, buying 200 here, 300 there, and based on the tokens we find in Crypto Talk, that's in the inner circle. All the tokens in this wallet came from what we were doing on a day-to-day basis, researching, reading the news, finding out coins before anybody else does, and getting and being a part of it. And some of our members have already made 6 figures off of this information. 6 figures. Just a few weeks ago, I made 71% on one coin within 24 hours that we saw because we were reading the articles here in Crypto Talk. And Crypto Talk, I don't prepare beforehand. What do I mean by that? I mean that I don't read the news articles or anything before it. I'm doing it live with you guys at the same time so you can see how I do it, whether good or bad, off and on. I'm taking you on the journey with me on a daily journey. We got this wallet was up to almost $20,000, but the whole market came down by more than 50%. Then I said that the new goal is I'm not going to be adding any new money, really any new outside my money from my bank into here for probably until the end of the summer. And then I'm going to start dropping some big bags again. But when I said that, this account was at about 7,000. How did we get it back up to 11,000, almost 12,000 the other day? Was we've been playing what I call the tether game. What does that mean? That means with looking at how the market's going up and down, the volatility, it's like trading without me going onto an exchange. I look at when one coin goes up, I sell it for a profit, but I don't pull it back into my bank account. I don't pull it into my bank account. I put it into USDC. And then when the market goes down, I buy back into that token for it to come right back up. And so we've done that. One example, here's a small example, is what was it? Farmbridge. That's the latest one we really did. Let me see that. Like this one, for example, I bought 14 bond. I bought 14 bond. Playing the tether game, I didn't put any new money into here. Now I have 21 bond. The whole point of this wallet is accumulation. The goal is to get this to $100,000 and then $1 million in the next not even 3 to 5 years, 2 to 3 years. Because I believe the next rocket ship, big rocket ship, will happen in 2025. So you want to have at least $100,000 worth of crypto. And I'm not saying any specific coins or tokens in crypto as a whole, at least $100,000 before 2025. If you're able to do that, you're going to be sitting pretty well long term in the future. Now, of course, you need to know what token should you have it in. So in this wallet here, we've got, let's see, Chronos is down 2.6, Ethereum is down 2.45, Bitcoin is down 1.53, so USD is flat. So I've got right here in this stablecoin $895 to play with. This whole wallet is my play wallet. And if where do I want to put it? Is there going to be a buying opportunity? We're going to take a quick look because everything is down. Tezos is only one up here. The top in green 3.54. CRV is down 7. Solana is down 4. Matic down 4.6. Farmbridge, though, look at that, up 10.2. Is there an opportunity to sell for a profit? I only spent 100 on this. Yeah, 112 when I first bought it. Now it's up to 187.21. Do I want to sell? Current price is $8.95. No. That bottom one is 15.1. It's still got to go up more. I need this to go up a little bit more for me to sell for a profit that I want to do. And then I'll buy back in when it comes back down. This is micro trading, except I'm not even using an exchange. And we also keep very good notes. Yeah, I did right. This I said buy bond below $8, currently $8.03. And it came up at $8.92. So nope, I'm gonna follow my notes. I did put down here watch Uki. Buy at 0.008 cents. Which one was Uki again? Was this one of the ones that's in? No, it's not there. Is this one of the ones that was in Mark Cuban's portfolio? Uki. Let's see. I said buy it at 0.008. It's up 0.007. Oh, it dropped 4.9. So this is a target. So I need to buy this. Finance Sushi Swap. All right, so I'm going to do this later today. This is 17. And again, as a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor. Just because I make a move doesn't mean that's what you should do. I am just opening up, showing you the moves I make. Price now 0.0072. That's what I was waiting for. See what other note that I have for this. Oh yeah, found out yesterday market is projected to drop by 50%. I also put down here buy SAN. I said watch SAN. Sandbox did drop 4.68. I haven't made a move on SAN though since April. I bought it when it was at $2.22, so it's much lower right now. It's $1.24. So I'm going to keep watching this as these drops. I said buy back in Sol at $32. So Solana right now is at 41.8. So no, we haven't reached that yet. My buyback in at 32. I'm going to sit on that one. And then we also had, I bought. I sold INJ. INJ is August 11. And INJ has not come back up. Objective protocol. Let's see. It was at $1.99. I sold it at 2.04. Oh, this might be a good opportunity to come back in. If I sold it at 2.04, we're at $1.99. Is that good enough? That's not a good enough spread yet because of the fees. Now, one thing that we realized about Crypto.com, Crypto.com will say there's no fees, but they make their money on the spread, because even though this says $1.99, it's going to charge me more if I were to make this move. So a dollar, I might end up spending 2.03 or 2.04. So I need that spread to be bigger. So let's just drop another 2% in our buy. So I'm going to put down here, watch ING. Watch and buy. Bad. INJ, I mean. And my target price for this, probably I want to be at least $1.90. 190, I'll come back in. Now, when I come back in, I sold. You see the move I made here. I bought 64 INJ on August 9th at $1.55. I sold it August 11th at $2.04. So I'm going to buy back in. Man, if it can drop even more, maybe like $1.60 or so, then I'll buy back in. And when it comes back up, then I'm going to sell. So the whole point is not the dollar amount, it's the volume. How many? How many? So next time I buy back in, I want to have more than when I sold it without me spending any extra money on pocket. That's how you grow this wallet without, automatically. Anything else is standing out to me on this? I don't want to give you guys too much. This is for the inner circle. They dropped. ALI dropped by 7%. Okay, let's take a look. So I bought ALI on August 9th. No, so I'm not ready to sell yet. But I bought it at 2 cents. And right now it's at 1.5. So yeah, I just gotta sit on this one for it to come back up and make a profit on that. So no move there. All right, then the next wallet we show is what I call get rich quick wallets. This is where most of you guys that, if you've never gone through crypto education and you're on Facebook or social media and somebody sends you a message about a new crypto opportunity or about a new coin or a smart contract that's going to be the next Doge or Shiba Inu, and they're saying, you got to use Trust Wallet or MetaMask, might be your first time in. For example, a lot of you guys, your first entrance to the market was Vetr, the Vetr token. And this is the wallet. This is not a wallet that I hold anything long term. This is just to make a lot of money real quick, get in and get out. So let's see here. I did make a mistake. I got greedy on this coin, Philcoin. A couple of months ago, it was worth 80 cents. I bought it when it was at 7 cents. Okay. I bought it when it was 7 cents. It got up to 80 cents. I should have sold. I spent $400 and I would have made $5,000 on that. I did not sell because their plan, if you listen to them, oh, we're going on some exchange by the end of the summer and it's going to go to $1.50 and $2 and blah, blah, blah. So I got greedy and said, all right, I'll wait and see what y'all do with it. And it dropped all the way down to 6 cents. So what's my other rule too? We're always in this to get a profit. Now I haven't lost any money, on that. I can afford to just sit and see what happens. But that was a great opportunity that I could have sold that at 80 cents, used the profit to get in on something else, made a profit on that, come right back in and buy it when it came back down to 6 cents. And I would have had a whole lot more tokens. Could have done that, but I missed on that. So let's see, this Project Galaxy is down 5, LSS, I call that the Progus token. Klima, we made a move on Klima DAO. This is a token nobody knows about yet. It is also in Mark Cuban's secret portfolio. He's got 5 of them, projects that nobody knows of, not on any radar screen. This is one of them. So I tested it just to get in there. Let's see, Polygon. I need to purchase Ethereum in here because I want to buy Uki. I think I'm going to get Uki on SushiSwap. And it's an Ethereum-based token. Yes, it's an Ethereum-based token. So I think I've already added it to this wallet. Yes, I did. So yeah, I need to get this today. Spooky. And again, I'm not putting any outside money in, so all I'm going to do is move from Ethereum from here to from my crypto wallet to the new Ethereum to my Trust wallet. And I'm going to go to SushiSwap and I'm going to buy Uki. That's what I'm going to do. If you want to add this token to watch it, when you go to CoinGecko and you pull up Uki, you'll see the contract address right here. You click to copy the contract address. You see it's Ethereum. You can get it on MetaMask or Trust Wallet. Then I pull up my Trust Wallet. Click on the little gears at the top right. You see search tokens. Click the plus sign for add token. Make sure your network is Ethereum, because you can switch it to Polygon, BNB Smart Chain. Make sure it's on Ethereum. Whatever that symbol there. You can copy. Then you're going to paste that address, and it will automatically pop up 18 decimal points, and you click done. Once you do that, it will show up on your list. Now you just got to go to where it's being sold. Now, where do you know it's being sold? Well, you go back to the Uki, CoinGecko, look at markets, and it's telling you everywhere it's being sold. Binance, Gate.io, SushiSwap, Qcoin, Poloniex. That's how you do that step. But you need to have Ethereum to purchase it, which means you need to know how to buy Ethereum first, which is why you need crypto education to know these first steps. All right, what else do we have here? We've got, as I've shared with the inner circle, I have, how many in this one? We did G-Meta pre-launch thing the other couple weeks ago. Green, it's a 7-figure position in Green. Kinswills, 2.1 million tokens. This is TOAX. If this just goes 10 cents, that's $250,000. If it goes $1, that's $1 million. If it goes $2, that's $4 million account. Oh, this is public. Okay. I missed the updates. That was done 2 days ago. So I listened to the replay of the TOAX update yesterday. I like the idea of what they're trying to do, but I have more questions than I have answers right now. But apparently there's going to be another update call for those of you involved in the TOAX project. There's going to be another update call today, sometime today, where to get the details. So I'm going to hold off on any comments until after that call, and then I will share my thoughts tomorrow morning in the inner circle. I'll share my thoughts on, and you guys know me. I am not a cheerleader for any company or any project. I look at the facts, then I let my education kick in, and then I come up with a conclusion. Sometimes people don't like it, and I don't care. I tell it like it is, because I am also investing in these projects. So I've got 2.1 million coins, 26 NFTs, and one bonus NFT. So I want the project to succeed. I don't want it to fail. But that doesn't mean I'm going to gaslight just to make me feel good. I'm always going to look at what's realistic, what they say, and then what I feel is realistic based on the facts. So I'm going to reserve any comments until that call later, and then I'll come back tomorrow morning and share my thoughts. And so if you don't like hearing the real, don't listen to me. If you want to be gaslighted, live in the world of hope, but this is another 7-figure project for me if they succeed. If they fail by 90%, it's still 6 figures for me. That's how I always look at it. Any project I'm in, I always look at, okay, if you fail by 90%, is it still profitable for me? And if the answer is yes, then I get involved by following my 4 rules. My 4 rules. And I'll tell those 4 rules at the end. So I'm going to reserve judgment on that for now, but I do want them to succeed. But I got questions. I got questions that I know the others who listen didn't think of or didn't ask or were afraid to ask. Either way. Speaking of projects, there is 2 others that has made big news this month. The first was WCL, and I am going to see if I can share screen and show. WCL announced that they are now mining a token. Where is mine? Okay, let me pull this up. But they are now mining a token because they're building a new blockchain called Final Chain. And we read the Final Chain white paper, what, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 Saturdays ago. Second, I'll show. Here we go. Oh, this is all I have to do. Here. Cut that link. So I bought the nodes because I want to test it out, see how it looks. Or let me rephrase that. I bought a package and just see if it's working. I still have questions as well about what this means. NFT ID. I got a hash for it. I can view it on the open blockchain, but I do know that it is mining. So every 6 hours, I am getting tokens. Every 6 hours. So all I can say is that it's doing what they say it's supposed to do. So that was big news on that side. And then the other news would come from Nugent. I think there's going to be a major call for those of you that's involved in the Nugent project. It's going to be a major call on Thursday about the timeline of hitting the exchange. This is one thing I love about when you look at a project. Who is the people behind it? This guy right here. Is he hiding off in Brazil somewhere or in Dubai, or you don't know who he is? No. He showed up at the Futurist blockchain event in Canada, the largest blockchain event in Canada, with the project, Basil. So he's not hiding it. So far, I am impressed with what they've done, what they've created. I haven't looked at this. I see some updates. Yeah, the website didn't look like this before. Oh, I got to play with this. There's a lot of new stuff. Okay. Roadmap, tokenomics. Okay, I see. Hold on, can I log in? No, my computer's doing a lot of stuff. I see you, Samuel Amos from Ghana. Joyce, good morning. And now I'm going to show you guys a new one of their next projects. If you feel you missed out on, oh, come on. There we go. Ah, that's right. They got all these. All right. So I heard that our claimable balance is coming soon. 570,000 tokens I have. But like I said, I like to be full transparent. What separates me from others in this industry is they do a lot of talking and no showing. So I will show. This is also a seven-figure project for me because just in the pre-sale, 570,585.875 at 88 cents. This is worth $500,000 right now. If it comes out on the exchange, how do I get to a million? If it comes out at what, $2, that's 1.1 million. So that's my goal. I want to see this hit the exchange and be worth about $2 a coin. Worst case scenario to me, this is my worst case scenario. It's only worth 20 cents. So even if it's only worth 20 cents, that's still six figures. Hell of profit from where I started. I started with $1,300, somewhere around there. But you're only going to be able to, well, 6% is going to be able to claimable balance because as a pre-sale. But here is what's next. And if you guys felt you missed the NewGen universe, then you can get on their next token, which is NewGen Realty, coin backed by real estate. So this one is, I'm going to put a big bag on this too. I think I may already have, I don't know, $4,000 worth. Let me add it up. 2,000, 3,000. Yeah, I got about $4,000 worth. I might add another 5,000 onto this. It was at 20 cents last week. It went up to 26 cents. So if I just from this amount, 4,000, how many tokens do I have? 2753, 7690, 3841. So that was $4,000 worth, and that's 15,284 tokens. So if I buy $5,000 more worth at 26 cents, oh, I got to divide it, my bad. $5,000 worth, 0.26. That gives me another 19,230 tokens. Okay, plus 15,284. So I have 34,514 tokens. And I spent $9,000 to get that. And it goes to 88 cents, which is where NewGen ended. So let me write this number down. 34,514. Okay, so it goes to 88 cents. That's 30,000. So I flipped 7,000 into 30,000. It goes $1.50. 34,514 times 51,000. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I flipped 7,000 into 51K on that project. This people can still get in on. So if this is one you want to get on, then you definitely want to get back to whoever invited you to listen to me, because there's a lot of members in our community that have these projects. If you don't have anybody, then send me a private message. I don't put links out there publicly. So send me a private message or get back to the person who invited you. All right, now, showing all that, like I said, I'm giving you guys, and there's more that we show, but I'm giving you guys a sneak peek on what we do and what we cover in the inner circle with our wallets. There's other wallets that I show as well. My Metaverse wallet. We talk about, sometimes we show Binance, what we got going on there. Clever and other projects. But now this one. Cryptocurrency scam victim loses 80K in life savings. And this is why it is so important. It is so important that you get crypto educated. You learn how to. It doesn't mean you're gonna never get got. You're never gonna lose money. You still will. You still will. But you can avoid these major things. Loses 80K in life savings. First rule. Why in the world do you have all your life savings in crypto? No. Big no. What's rule number 2? Never use money you cannot afford to lose. Every single penny I put in crypto, I can afford to lose it. You got to have that mindset. Now, if you're willing to take the risk, then you can go ahead and take that risk and just know, oh man, I got to start all over again. If you're willing to take that risk, just know that. You shouldn't be losing your house, your car, your family, and stuff like this. Memphis, Tennessee. I have not read this article yet, so you can see what's going on. A victim of an $80,000 cryptocurrency scam sat with W. Red to share his story and warn others. Now, I'll give you a full disclaimer. I got scammed out of $7,000 3 months ago. How? I did not follow my own rules. I listened to somebody else and just went with it because I didn't want to miss out and I didn't have enough time and I should have just waited till I got back home to make the move. Had I followed my own rules, I wouldn't have got scammed. But I didn't. I listened to somebody. Ricky Smith said he does not want anyone else to go through what he's experienced. People, be careful, please, he said. Oh, I just lost you guys. Be careful, please. I'm in a terrible situation now because I have no other assets at this point. That was life savings. What? What did you do? The 58-year-old. Oh, you guys have heard me time and time again say the most dangerous person in crypto. They follow in this, they're right in his range. Also, baby boomers. The baby boomers. Is 58 considered a baby boomer? I think so. Whereas that's the cutoff where Generation X begins. After he started investing in crypto, the 58-year-old said he is out 80,000 after he started investing in crypto. It began back in May when he communicated with someone on Facebook. He also communicated with someone on WhatsApp, where a woman connected him to the crypto investment. Okay? Smith initially thought it looked legit, but he now believes he was led to a bogus site. So we cover how to spot red flags, how to spot things that just don't look right. Like how I got out of 7,000. As soon as I shared this story to our private group, I was walking. It was early in the morning. I had a lot of stuff going on. I got a phone call that something was moving real fast. I just did it. Then I got home, looked at it, and knew I got scammed immediately. Had I just waited an extra 10 minutes until I got home, I would have saw it was a scam immediately and not made the move. Not the trip. So he says, I decided to try it. I said, okay, I'll try it just to test the water. Now, this part is smart. This is smart. I'll put in $500 in there at first and see what happens. And when I put $500 in there was a gain. What was this? What, we're gonna guarantee you a percentage every single day type deal? We're gonna compound your money? So because most people, and so unfortunately, and maybe you guys think, is this you? You want to put $1 in the machine and take $3 out at the end of the week. And you ain't got to do nothing else. Right? Isn't that what everybody wants? So he put 500 in, and there was a gain. And I was able to get it out. Okay, so in his mind, I made a profit. I was able to pull it out. But the more I kept putting in, and I was gaining, I didn't really just take it right back out. Ooh, there we go. This is when the greed kicks in. Rule number 3, always get a return on whatever you put in. as fast as possible, so that if it were to go down for whatever reason, you didn't lose the money you put in. You just lost your future earnings. Okay? You didn't, and sometimes for some people that hurts. You know, that hurts. Man, and I was doing $1,000 a day and that's gone. But you at least make your money back, right? Yeah, I did. All right, you good. So he didn't just take it right back out. He was encouraged to keep the account. Who encouraged him to keep the account growing? You see this? He was encouraged to keep the account growing and put more and more money in the account. Doesn't it sound like, a drug dealer? You back in school, right? You got the local dealer on the corner, and yeah, I'm gonna give you something for free, man. Try this out. And then by the time you want more of it, it's gonna cost you if you want more. So it's like an addiction to this. And before you know it, when I tried to take it down, they said, hold up. You have to pay taxes on this money, Smith said. Even after paying several tens of thousands, what the hell? He was still told he needed to pay $48,000 to be a VIP member. I knew I was God at that point, Smith said. Daniel Irwin with the Better Business Bureau of the Mid-South said crypto scams are often related to investments. He said someone promising you a big return should be a red flag. You see that? And that is true. The moment they promise you a big return, red flag. This is why I've learned that whenever I see a presentation or I listen to somebody and I listen to they talking about how much money can be made, red flags going off all over my head. And I'm automatically saying I don't believe you. But if your project says sounds sound, what if you fail by 90%? You only get it 10% right. Is there a profit there? Okay. Because promoters, they want to give you the best light possible. And I believe in dream mode. Okay? Not in doing a freaking presentation. Because somebody there for the first time that doesn't know any better, and you talking about this stuff. That was one of the issues I had listening to the Prolex points. Not that it was bad, but here is the common sense thing, okay, that you guys need to understand. If you want to make a profit, that means you have to sell. And if you're going to sell, that means there's got to be somebody on the other end that's going to buy. And at the price that you think it's going to go to, you've got to look at what does the market volume need to be? And market cap volume. You got your daily volume, market cap volume. And you look at the top 10 coins. Like Dogecoin is drawing 1.1 billion a day in trading volume. Solana 1 billion. Binance 6 billion. Cardano 981 million. Look at their market cap size. Bitcoin 447 billion. This is why I'm going to use Nugent. When someone says Nugent is going to go to $100 a coin, that's crazy. Is it possible? Yes. Is it probable? Absolutely not. Why? Well, if there's going to be 10 billion coins, this again, crypto education for you. 10 billion coins worth $100 each. That puts you at a $1 trillion market cap. 1 trillion. Bitcoin ain't even half that. So you telling me Nugent would have to be the #1 coin in the world to be at $100 a coin. This is where crypto education is important. That's not a knock on the project. Because if this crypto market cap, this is the entire crypto market cap, is 1.1 trillion with 12,959 coins, all equaling 1.1 trillion. If this market cap goes like 12 to 15 trillion, yeah, I can see you doing $100 a coin. But the highest it got was 3.2 trillion. If I look at TOAX, if you're talking about, well, the NFTs are going to be able to generate, I don't know, $100 a day, something like that, or whatever, then you've got to also think, where's the money coming from? You got to know the right questions to ask. Yeah, I see the plan, but who on the other end are you talking to that's going to provide that liquidity, provide that money? What are the steps that you're building towards that we see that happen? What's the funding coming from? Again, I'm going to withhold any comment. Like, I want the project to succeed. Okay? I ask the same question when it comes to WCL. If you have a final coin and there's 1.2 billion, what needs to happen for it to be worth $1 a coin, $2 a coin? Your crypto education answers these questions for you, or at least you know to ask the question. And there is nothing wrong. Just because you ask a question doesn't mean you're a hater. Doesn't mean you don't believe in the project. It means you're doing your due diligence. That's easy. All right. Crypto scams are quickly becoming one of the biggest scams we see. Let me ask you guys this. Type this in the chat box. If you've ever been scammed in crypto, type me in the chat box. I have. If you've ever been scammed in crypto, type me. And then I have another question for you. If you've got crypto, if you all have already gone through crypto education, and it has helped to prevent you from getting scammed because you saw the red flags, type education in the chat box. If you've gone through crypto education and it allowed you to spot red flags on something and you didn't make that move and it saved you money, type education in the chat box. I'm proving a point here. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get the one thing I can guarantee, and let me scroll this banner at the bottom. This is true. The only guarantee I can give you in crypto is that you will lose money. I don't know when, where, how much. Your crypto education will determine if you're able to minimize that, learn from it, and your returns are much bigger than your losses. Okay, so let's see here. Crypto scams are quickly becoming one of the biggest scams we see, Erwin said. There's nothing low risk about investments in general, especially cryptocurrency investments. Smith has now started the long process to try to get some of his money back. Scamming is really out here. And I'm one of the prime examples of why I want to get this message out so no one else. Why don't you get crypto educated first? Get that message out. Smith has filed a police report in contact with an unregulated space. So here's my 4 rules that I live by in the crypto space. And for those of you who have not gone through our education, rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never use resources that you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get a return back of what you put in as fast as possible. And then rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years from now? What are you willing to do to make that happen? Find a vehicle or find vehicles, plural. Take action, attempt to stay focused. Even I lose focus. Sometimes I get trigger fingers and I get FOMO. You guys have witnessed that. I just bought. I read the news. I didn't plan on buying, and I bought. Sometimes it pans out. Sometimes it doesn't. But I never use money that I cannot afford to lose. I've got a main crypto wallet that's I never talk about. I never touch. And then I got my play money. What I showed you guys is all the play money stuff. And we're just seeing how we can get that to $1 million. Always ask questions. A lesson I learned was I don't care how close I may be to any person or individual, I'm never going to take what they say and act on it without doing my own due diligence first. I made that mistake and lost 7K. I don't blame that individual at all. I blame myself because I knew better. All right? I knew better. And I didn't. I was rushing. And it happens to the best of us. One time in Crypto Talk, I was making moves on the Crypto.com wallet, and I ended up spending $900 when I only wanted to spend like 80, and I almost missed it, but I caught the mistake I made. So it happens to all of us. All right, next one up. This one here, I think I got this from Arnita's site. Is Bitcoin really a hedge against inflation? So this is what we gotta pay attention to, because Bitcoin has never really gone through a major inflation. Crypto was born of the last greatest recession since the Great Depression, but not really a major inflation. Bitcoin is working as a hedge against inflation despite its 2022 weak price performance, says Stephen Lubica, managing director of private clients at Swan Bitcoin. While Bitcoin has failed in countering this year's rampant global inflation, it should still be considered as an inflation hedge, says Stephen Lubica, the managing director of private consumers at Swan Bitcoin. According to Lubica, Bitcoin works well as a hedge against rising prices when inflation is caused by monetary expansion. It is less effective when inflation is caused by the disruption of the food supply and energy, which he sees as the leading cause of this year's rampant inflation. Monetary expansion. You know what that means? Well, the last couple of years, the U.S. government has printed more money than ever before. 40% of all money in existence right now was printed in the last couple of years. In a world where the price of goods is going up because there's been a radical loss of abundance, Bitcoin is going to protect investors from that. He also points out that Bitcoin is a better hedge against inflation than stocks or real estate, since it doesn't need maintenance, nor is it affected by the risk involved in stock picking. Bitcoin is none of those risks, and I just identified as stocks or housing. It's a pure store of value. Okay. I would tend to agree with them, but we got to watch and see how this plays out. We still have one political party that refuses to even admit that we're in a recession, and the other side that says we are in a full-blown recession. I believe that we are already in a recession. It just hasn't been admitted yet, recognized yet. Now, this one is interesting. This is not my field of expertise, but it is something I do want to pay attention to. And when I say my field of expertise, is I'm not a programmer. I'm not a person that understands the crypto lingo of programming and these zeros and ones and all that, and the mining network and upgrading and that stuff. I start hearing that, it puts me to sleep. So, but when I start seeing different headlines like this, I do pay attention. So Bitcoin's longest serving lead maintainer calls it quits and names no successor. So let's see what is going on here. Bitcoin's top developer and lead maintainer, Vladimir von der Laan. I've heard of him before. has confirmed that he is retiring. Van der Laan is the second successor to Satoshi Nakamoto and is one of the few people in the world with final commit access to Bitcoin Core's GitHub. So, in other words, when the whole blockchain was created and the original miners, you had a group of individuals that were doing almost 100% of all the mining, which meant they had the voting power, they had the control, they had the programming, they had the Bitcoin core that everybody else has a copy of that's connected to. And they maintained it. Now, you can be compensated because they're obviously mining the most tokens. That's their compensation. But there is no official position and a salary. It's not a company. It's still decentralized and it's a group. So Nakamoto held this administrative key, which was passed to Gavin Andresen. Now, though, if you go through, next week we have our 5-day challenge. And Andresen is one of those individuals that people assume was Satoshi Nakamoto. And then after Gavin, it then passed on to Van der Laan. Van der Laan took the reins 8 years ago when Andresen, who learned how to maintain Bitcoin's code directly from Nakamoto, stopped working on the project. Bitcoin's longest serving lead maintainer, Van der Laan, has maintained Bitcoin's repository for even longer than Nakamoto, but indicated in January last year that he planned to start phasing out his involvement. In a blog post, he cited bizarre, that's an interesting word to use, bizarre argument on social media. What does that mean? What is he referring to? And other interests that I'd like to pursue, while also expressing concerns about being a centralized bottleneck for Bitcoin's development. And last week, he cited burnout as another major reason for resigning. Burnout. He'd hesitate to get involved in another thankless, idealistic, open source or research project. So when you say something like that, is he looking for some fame or is he looking for some money? Or both? But he has a gang of he's got money. Bitcoin developers are essentially volunteer workers. A few receive charitable donations from other wealthy Bitcoiners or companies to subsidize their labor. Even with these donations, most developers are underpaid relative to similarly skilled developers working in other industries. Van der Laan pointed out that criticism for years-old mistakes was one reason he tired of his profession. Criticism for years-old mistakes. Despite his fatigue, he categorically denied rumors that he'd become involved in any other crypto coin projects. This is Eric Wall. Let's see. It isn't one thing. I'm just kind of burnt out. It's stressful and tired of the same discussions, the same issues. It's been a long time. I've changed. The world changed, and I feel it's time for something else. So this looks like internal nerd talk that they be going on with, and you see that ramp up. One, when Bitcoin forked from Bitcoin to Bitcoin Cash, and then Bitcoin Cash forked to Bitcoin SV. And you got all of these miners and programmers, and they may not agree with the updates and how things should be moving forward. And that must be what he's talking about here. Van der Laan's career accomplishments. Gavin Andresen nominated Van der Laan to become Bitcoin's lead maintainer when he stepped down in April 2014. Since then, Van der Laan has been involved in the day-to-day maintenance of all aspects of Bitcoin's development. It's impossible to summarize everything he accomplished during 8 years of code review, upgrades, bug fixes, despite dispute arbitration, and software maintenance. One example of the work he carried out was prioritizing splitting the Bitcoin QT wallet away from peer-to-peer fork code and speeding up syncing the Bitcoin QT wallet with the rest of the network. He also planned to create deterministic addresses and improve Bitcoin's documentation. More recently, he floated the possibility of switching ownership of BitcoinCore.org to an organization rather than a single owner. He also mentioned encouraging others to set up mirrors for Bitcoin Core's software. Now, this is something I thought was already done, so I find that very interesting. He wants Bitcoin to be centralized away from BitcoinCore.org, one of the few places people download the latest version of Bitcoin software. In 2020, he oversaw a Twitter spat over variable naming conventions in Bitcoin Core's code that nearly led him to departing as lead maintainer. That was back in 2020. Things were open, but it wasn't me that's asking for money. I'm not sure I'm going to do this anymore. At the moment, Bitcoin is a super interesting project, but it's also extremely stressful, which takes its toll. Maybe I'm done with coins. So he's been on this route for the last 2 years. Craig Wright. Oh, I'm wondering when his name's going to pop up. Harassed and sued van der Laan. Van der Laan has also been subjected to a lawsuit from the litigious self-proclaimed creator of Bitcoin, Australian computer scientist Craig Wright. In various courts around the world, Wright has repeatedly falsified documents and even reportedly perjured himself in the presence of a judge. Funded by billionaire and Bitcoin Satoshi's vision promoter Calvin Ayre, Wright has a long history of using his fortune to harass Bitcoiners in court. Wright once named van der Laan as a defendant in a lawsuit that claimed ownership of Nakamoto's white paper. Despite years of claims to be Nakamoto, Wright has never publicly signed a transaction from one of Nakamoto's wallets. Moreover, Ayre and Wright's fork of Bitcoin SV is worth just 0.3% of Bitcoin. Remember, guys, in the 5-day challenge, day 1, next Monday night, we're going to talk about who is Satoshi Nakamoto. And you see Craig Wright's name pop up. Now we're getting the latest, more news about Craig Wright. Wright sent legal notices to several websites demanding they take Bitcoin's white paper down. What? But many government officials opted to defy his harassment, posting the paper on government domains. BitcoinCore.org briefly took the white paper down, leading to heavy criticism of van der Laan. Other websites like Bitcoin.org remain defiant in the face of Wright's demands. He hopes Bitcoin will become even more decentralized. Now, this is catching my eye. What do you mean, even more decentralized? Van der Laan has not named any direct successor. Instead, hoping that his departure will help Bitcoin become more decentralized. His ultimate hope is that Bitcoin will decentralize Satoshi's GitHub commit access key to such an extent that Bitcoin no longer needs an official lead maintainer. Van der Laan blogged that he planned to delegate most of his duties. He indicated a willingness to take on a background role leading to retirement, responding only in the event of an emergency. Commenters like Eric Wall blame Bitcoin maximalists, often called Maxis, for driving van der Laan out of his job by making Bitcoin not super fun anymore. Many digital asset community members have long called Bitcoin maximalists toxic. Van der Laan responded to Wall's claim, saying he is not retiring for any single reason. Last year, van der Laan outlined a possible plan for what might happen after his departure. This plan included the possibility of decentralizing development duties, moving away from reliance on GitHub to host the code, and finding someone else to send release candidate mails to the official email list for Bitcoin developers, Bitcoin Dev and Bitcoin Core Dev. The Bitcoin community has repeatedly thanked him for his 8 years of service as Bitcoin lead maintainer. Okay, let me break this down in layman's terms, like I said. If my mom were to read this, what she'd give it. In other words, think of the Bitcoin community as homeowners and his job as head of the homeowners association. So put that in your mind. This is a homeowners association. And they vote out of themselves on who's going to be, the representative. That's basically like his role. All right. I'm past the hour, but I do want to check to see any other leading topics in the crypto space. Venture capitalist Kevin O'Leary says crypto regulations from, we covered that kind of yesterday. Here's what's next for Binance Coin, Chainlink, and 4 additional altcoins. Okay, I do want to see. I think Juanita have posted this one too. Coinbase says this crypto asset will be the foundation of new era. What? What crypto asset will be the foundation of new era financial services? Okay, I got to glance at this. Which one? The leading U.S.-based cryptocurrency exchange says that $1 peg stablecoin will play an important role within the transforming financial landscape. In a new blog post, Coinbase says U.S. dollar. Oh, what have we been saying? All you guys in the inner circle. Promise, what we've been saying for the last 6 months. I've been telling everybody. Actually, I've been saying this for more than a year. I just started to take action on this a couple of months ago. Here's what I mean. There are two biggest threats I see with crypto. They're not going to kill crypto, but it's gonna really hurt a lot of people. A lot of people. Those two things. Number one is Craig Wright, who I just read about, because he has the ability to manipulate the whole market, and he's done so on 3 different occasions. The multi-billionaire who claims to be subscription market. All right. Well, this is still looking up. The second is Tether. You all saw what happened with Terra Luna. And Terra Luna lost the peg on their stable. $45 billion gone. Almost overnight. $45 billion gone overnight. And of course, the computer doesn't want to play ball with me. I will stop sharing screen and just talk. So, Tether is far bigger than Terra Luna. And that's why I was trying to pull up the crypto.com, CoinGecko site to show you. I'll put them in the but there is 60 something billion in Tether. If that decays, the entire crypto market will crash. It won't kill it, but it will shake the leaves big time. Robin says adjust my mic. So I didn't refresh my computer, so I think that's why this is. Let me see if I can change my audio. Testing. Testing. Let me know if that one's better. Now I'm on the mic. I was on my computer. So, how about now? So, if Tether crashes, people are going to lose a lot. And Tether is being used as a hedge against volatility. Okay, now I can share my screen. Share. That's why the computer was slow. That's why you couldn't hear me. Okay, look at this. $67 billion. Now, what a stable coin means is 1-to-1 to the US dollar, that they need to have $67 billion of assets to back this token. I do not believe they have that. I don't believe it. They can say all they want. There's never been a full audit that's reputable. So I started saying about a year ago that it might be time when I always talk about the Tether game, instead of using Tether, to use USDC. I've been saying that for a while, and I made the move. As you see in our crypto.com wallet, I don't use Tether. I use USDC. And now we go to Coinbase, and what are they saying? Coinbase says the US dollar will be a key component of the broader revolutionary changes as adoption of digital currencies expands. Crypto education is everything, guys. Being a part of our community means you know about this stuff before the news is even talking about it. Now, why? Well, USDC actually did get audited. They can back up, or they did prove the assets of 53 billion. They do have that proof. This is why it leads me to questions on the TOAX side. One question is, and now hopefully, guys, what time is that update again today? Because I have a 2 p.m. Eastern call, but is it at 3 p.m. Eastern or what? Or is it 7 p.m. Eastern? I don't know. Let me know. But the point of this, my question for TOAX is, if you're going to have a stable coin called Pair backed by precious metals, then what is the price? And who is allowing it to be pegged to that? What agency? Has that agency been audited? Is there a compliance officer that is guiding you on this? Because I also know this is expensive. You might spend $30,000, $40,000 to get a professional audit done. You need to have millions of dollars to start with if you're going to have a pair, because you need to have the liquidity. It also needs to be paired to other top tokens so that others will use it. So it's got to be paired to at least Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. Like I'm gonna pull up BNB as an example. And I was a little disturbed that they didn't know that Binance had a stable coin. I mean, really? My eyebrows went up when I heard that. Binance, BNB. Look at what BNB is paired to. USDT, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So at least those, Tether. Well, that's BNB. I need to be BNB US, BUSD. BUSD. This is one I need to look at. All right, you see it 1-to-1. They've got 18 billion. Okay. The markets. So it's paired. Also, it's even paired to Tether. So one, like the pair stable coin, it's got to at least be paired to USDC or USDT. So it is. So the Binance stable coin is paired to USDC. It's paired to Tether. It's paired to Bitcoin. Who else? It's paired to Ethereum. Try. I've never heard of Try. Why? Why is it paired to Try? DAI. It's paired to DAI. Solana. That makes sense. Cardano, Link, AVAX, Doge, Matic, Ethereum Classic, Shiba Inu, Ripple, Bitter, OP, EOS, basically everything. Look at this. So pair would also need to be paired so that people will say, you know what, if I got to use a hedge, market's getting volatile, let me pull my money out and I'm going to put it in the pair network. What is the value proposition? This is a question, and hopefully I'm going to get that answer today. What is the value proposition of that? Let me stop share screen. So that is 3:30 p.m. Eastern or Pacific time. Okay, that's cool. So I'll be there for that. FDIC insured paired to Ken's coin. That's big. Is that a fact. FDIC is insured to it, but I know it takes money to do that. So where's the money coming from? Is it just from everybody purchasing the TOAX NFTs and then you use that stockpile? Then you got to use that wisely, because what happens when you run out of that money? Where's the new money coming, funding coming from? Again, everything that I say is not a negative. It is asking the right questions. All right. So again, you guys got a sneak peek at what crypto. Oh, wait. I'm not finished. I'm not finished yet. I went off on a tangent. So yeah, Coinbase is talking about the USDC. I'm cool with that. Stablecoins provide a bridge between the traditional financial system and the crypto economy, allowing fiat currencies to exist in a form that can move more freely and more efficiently on blockchains. The value of many cryptos can fluctuate by the minute, so holding an asset like USDC gives buyers and sellers the stability and confidence they need in times of volatility. The stability of USDC comes from the fact that it is backed by one US dollar or asset, there's the other word, or asset, with the equivalent fair value held in accounts with US regulated financial institutions. The defining feature of a fiat-backed stablecoin. USDC is a fiat-backed. The pair is not going to be fiat-backed. It's going to be precious metal-backed. So what is that pairing going to look like? Will that pair move with the value of gold? So if gold goes up in value, does the pair also go up in value, and vice versa? The firm goes on to list several ways that USDC can benefit the worldwide economy: expanding financial inclusion to underrepresented aspects of society, efficient and low-cost international transfer of assets, acting as an on-ramp to Web 3.0, paying for goods and services to merchants. Coinbase adds that USDC can be useful for retail users as well as developers and larger institutions. At time of writing, US dollar coin is the fourth largest crypto asset with a market cap of $53.5 billion. Coinbase offers a concluding message about stablecoins and USDC. We believe crypto will help create an open financial system that is both more efficient and more equitable, and that USDC will be a key component of this new paradigm. So, wow, that's a big shift from using Tether. I would suggest, I can't advise, if you're going to play the stable coin game right now and you're looking at Tether, I would suggest you look at USDC instead. Look at them instead. Okay, and then this one. Here's what's next for Binance Coin, Chainlink, and what are the 4 additional altcoins? Popular crypto strategist Michael van de Poppe is mapping out what's ahead for us, a half dozen of altcoins, including Binance Coin, BNB, and Chainlink. And let me move this back over here. There we go. Van de Poppe tells his Twitter followers that BNB, the utility token of crypto exchange Binance, remains in a strong uptrend, but he's expecting a slight pullback in the near term. Here's another thing too, guys. Ask the question. Don't be afraid to ask the question. BNB itself is currently worth $307 a coin. Its all-time high was $600 and something dollars a coin. So if you see or hear anybody wanting to do a comparison, there's going to be 165. There's only 165 million BNB. Refresh my memory. Can somebody tell me how many TOAX or Kinswheel coins will there be? If someone could type that in real quick for me. So with 165 million coins and the all-time high $686 a coin, a year ago, Bitcoin got over $60,000 a coin. And Binance rode that wave all the way up. It came out the gate, though, at 4 cents. At 4 cents. So if I look at TOAX again, and I have, what, how many? 2.105 million. At 4 cents, that's worth $84,000 at 4 cents. Now, can it reach the height of Binance? $600. Provis got the number there, 8.8 billion. The answer is no. It ain't going to get as high as Binance. Why? Well, this is what would need to happen. If you have 8.8 billion tokens times $686, that would mean TOAX itself would need to be worth 6 trillion. See, that's 1 million, 1 billion, 6 trillion freaking dollars by itself. The entire crypto market cap is at 1.1 trillion. That would mean TOAX will be the biggest and best performing token in history. Just got to keep it real. So what could it get to at 8.8 billion? What could it get to? I would say $5. I mean, Ripple, let me show you Ripple. Ripple's got 50 billion tokens, right? No. OKB. I think not OKB. What token was that got 10 billion? Was it Solana? My memory. I'm not going to go searching for it, but Ripple's got what, 100 billion tokens? It reached $3. XRP. Let's look at this real quick. Yeah, 100 billion tokens, and it did reach $3.40 4 years ago. It would be a lot higher, and I believe that Ripple could get to $10 maybe one day. But 100 billion tokens. So at I think Nugen's got 10 billion too. So let's say it hits 88 cents. Let's follow from Nugen. 88 cents. That possible? Yes. 2.105 million tokens times 88 cents. That's 1.8 million. I'll be hella cool with that. But for that to happen, you need to have somebody that's willing to buy it to be that high. Okay, anyways. Like I said, you guys, ask the right questions. Looking to see whether $295 sustains support. If that's the case, and I doubt we'll retest it, I'm assuming $375 is next for BNB. At the time of writing, BNB is changing hands for $316 flat on the day. Next up, decentralized Oracle network Chainlink. Okay, we got Link as well. According to the crypto strategist, he's also expecting a shallow pullback for Link before rallying to his upside target of $12. Expecting to see $8 as support and then $12 as on the board for the potential target. At time of writing, Link is swapping hands for $8.51, down 229% on the day. Another altcoin on Von Depop's radar is peer-to-peer payments network Litecoin. The analyst says Litecoin must keep its immediate support intact to sustain its uptrend. The trend is still upwards, but facing a crucial resistance at $65. Litecoin, I have not this. I got this in my main wallet. I don't have it anywhere else. I know I don't think we have it here. No, but I think I have it in my Binance US account, a trade on that. So really, he's looking at Litecoin. Okay. What else? Smart contract platform Harmony. I don't think we have this either. No, we don't.
Harmony is down 7%. So Harmony, a clear order block of support should hold around. If that's the case, then I'm assuming another push happens. Okay. I'm going to put down watch Harmony. Which is 1. And the current price almost 3 cents. 0.28 cents. Okay, and after Harmony, Seller Network. I have heard of this before, but I did not get in on this. I don't think. No, I don't have a position on this. It's also down 8%. Seller, a scaling platform designed to enable off-chain transactions in a secure manner. Vanderpump is predicting a 40% rally. 40%. It's making me think. I'm getting the fingers again. It's already down 8%. That's good buying. You know what? I'm gonna buy $100 worth live in front of you guys. I want to use my USDC. $142 worth. That'll give me 6,000. Okay, I'm cool with that. Buy. What price is this telling me? Total cost 142. Says 0 fee. One seller's at 23 cents. Okay, that's fine. I'm sorry, 2 cents. Confirm. Confirm. All right. So let me mark this one down. Okay, bought. Seller 6,000 tokens at 0.023. Now I'm going to sit on that and see if I can flip that into a profit. Because he's predicting a 40% rally. Hell, give me 10% rally. The trend is upwards as continuously higher lows are created. I like to see it go 0.0235, 0.024, hold as support, and then up to 0.034. Okay. Vanderpump is also watching the price action of reserve rights. I've heard of this one as well, and I know I don't own that. RSR. So let's double check. RSR, reserve rights. No, did I ever make any move on this one? No, not in this wallet. 0.007 cents, less than a penny. Okay. It says reserve rights. Currency aims to facilitate the stability of the asset-backed stablecoin known as the RSV. RSR is a bit tricky to trade because losing support at 0.007 could trigger a decline of over 17%. Losing support. So if it's right now sitting at 0.007, down 5%, I'm not touching that right now. But I'm going to watch it. So I'm going to put watch RSR. And I don't know if I want to play at 0.0065 or whether I want to play at 0.005. Targets are clear, most likely at 1 penny up. Yeah. So I'm going to watch RSR and buy. But my buy target is going to be at 0.006. Buy at 0.006. And then sit there. It goes up to 1 penny. I almost doubled my money. All right, that's cool. What else? That's it. So he already has his flat trading at 0.0074. But we're at 0.00. Yeah, it's still down 5%. So if this can continue to keep dropping, then I'll buy into it. And then sell it when it hits 1 penny. Okay, buy at 0.006. Sell at 0.01. All right, so that is it. We went really longer today. Let me stop sharing the screen. So I hope you guys learned something new. As always, that is the point. This was public, so you guys got an inside look at what the inner circle is all about. Those of you that are already in the inner circle, you can use this recording to share with others that you want to bring into the inner circle so that they can see what they get here. Use your link, and guess what? You get paid by sharing the inner circle with other people. Yes, we have a way that you can make money selling picks and shovels, not investing, not buying tokens, not buying mining, not doing trading, but simply sharing the importance of crypto education. How much can you make? That's up to you. I've got a system in place where you can make anywhere between $100 to $1 million based on what you decide to do. Anywhere from $5 a month to $50,000 a month. Again, that's up to you. And how? Well, we have a 5-day challenge starting on Monday, and there's no cost to be a part of it. All you have to do is register. 5-day challenge for free. You can choose to become a VIP, which I strongly advise you to do. And that's only a one-time price of $97. So before you go out there and lose $80,000 in your savings like this one gentleman did, invest in your education first so that you can save on those mistakes down the road. Because there's another thing that I can guarantee besides you losing money. I can guarantee that without crypto education, most people in crypto will lose most, if not all, of their holdings in the next 3 to 5 years. It may not happen immediately, but it will happen at the worst possible time when you've got the most money on the line. And your crypto education can help you navigate those waters. So with that, that is it. There is no, I might do a broadcast later on this afternoon or evening because we're promoting the 5-day challenge. I want you guys to make some money. You guys make money if you promote the 5-day challenge. If this is great information for you, you know it's going to be other people that need it out there. You may know people that have communities that need crypto education. Give them your link. Invite all their community for free. You get paid. All right. Take care, everybody. Bitcoin Brandon out. I may see you later on today. Bye-bye.